Welcome to KGM1Radio.com.
Like us at Facebook.com/KGM1 Online Radio and Twitter.com/KGM1 Radio.
If you'd like to hear more, click in to tpng.biz.
Jesus, I want Jesus. I want Jesus to walk.
Welcome, everybody. You are tuned in to the Stephen Parker Radio Show. I am your humble host, Stephen Dwayne Parker. I'm Texanita's son, y'all. We'd like to welcome you aboard. It's going to be a great show today, and as always, I thank God for His love, His grace, and His favor over my life. It is amazing what God will do for us when we just put everything in His hands. We're excited about today's show. We're going to have two of the candidates for Oakland mayor. We're continuing the series, Conversations with the Candidates for Mayor of Oakland. And what we want to do with this series is really just talk to these candidates to ask the questions what they would do when they got in office so we can elect the right man for the job. Today I'm so happy I have one of the candidates in. We have another one on the way. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce this great man. We're so glad that he stopped by and took time out of his busy schedule. You know, it's getting close to election time, and so everybody's out doing everything, canvassing and handing out flyers, as he well knows, and we're so grateful that he took time to come and be with us on the Stephen Parker Radio Show. Sam Washington, again, I'm so glad that you took time out of your schedule to be here.
Oh, so am I, and I just appreciate you inviting me. This is a wonderful opportunity to get involved, to share with people, to make sure that the community knows, so the community knows what we are about. And people need to be able to make an informed choice. So your forum here gives us an opportunity to make our case clear and to share with people what our goals are, what our dreams are, how we meet their visions and interests for the city, and to show people that what matters is not how politically involved or engaged you are, but really how well you lead and what your experience is in making positive change in people's lives.
Yes, sir.
So I appreciate you taking the time.
No problem. Well, let's get into it, Mr. Washington. As we're waiting on the other candidate to arrive, we have some serious issues, as you well know, in the Oakland Unified School District. We talked about it before, and children are our passion. You know, if we don't invest in our children, then our future is dismal, to say the least. And so the concern for the school district of Oakland is very high in the minds of the people in this community. And so let's start there. If you were to be elected into office as the Oakland mayor, what would be the first things that you would do to institute change in the Oakland Unified School District?
So the very first thing is, since the mayor does not necessarily, as I've shared in the past, since the mayor does not necessarily have control or authority over the school district, the very first thing in the first week that I am mayor is to arrange a meeting with the current superintendent, the new superintendent of the school district, to begin to talk about how we can develop some of the synergies or improve on some of the synergies between the city and OUSD. And that's the Oakland Unified School District, so that their programs of working with young people, working with students from not just from high school, but from first grade, kindergarten, all the way forward, developing them in the mindset of being either employers or employees, actually pursuing and going after job opportunities.
Right.
So that's the very first thing. In addition to that, there are some programs like the One Link program that the city has sort of just begun regarding the health industry, in relation to the health industry, that we are going to be pursuing and improving on by expanding that into the technology industry, into the manufacturing industry, so that more and more companies are actively engaged in the process of working with high schools, working with elementary schools,
right,
to drive and really develop sort of internships early on, and then we expand on those internships with the community college program, with Laney and with Merit, and if at all possible, try to bring in Mills College as well, so that the city then focuses on providing an integrated program, on promoting an integrated program, beginning right at kindergarten, going all the way through to college and university level, to develop young people into employment mindsets, and train them for the industries that exist and those that are coming.
Very good, very good. I totally agree with that, and I think something you said was really important. That starting in elementary. Yes. With these children to develop their mindset that they can be successful, you got to start early.
And that means engaging business leaders so that they see those business leaders like myself and Brian, who can actively, publicly engage in local schools so that students see that wherever you come from, especially in places like East Oakland, North Oakland, West Oakland, that young people see that wherever you come from, however you've gotten to this day, you can make it.
You can make it.
And you can be successful.
You can be successful. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Brian Parker's coming in the building.
I like how you guys had a little applause waiting for me. So thank you very much. And thank you for welcoming me. Pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. As I mentioned earlier, this is crunch time for the candidates. They're out canvassing and out, making appearances and just letting their platform being known, so that the people can hear them. And we certainly thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, Mr. Parker, to come and be with us here on the Stephen Parker Radio Show, where we are having conversations with the candidates for mayor of Oakland. So we are on Facebook. You can interact with us. Let us know some of the questions you have and concerns about the city of Oakland. And Mr. Parker, we jumped right in. We start talking about the school district. All of the school districts across the country, I think you will agree, are under attack. Our children are facing issues of mental, emotional health issues, which are causing them to go into schools and shoot at their fellow students and teachers. We're having that all across the country. There's bullying. There are so many different issues that our schools need to be addressed by the city government. So if you were to be elected mayor, what would be some of the first issues that you would address in our schools, and how would you do it?
Yeah, so thank you for the question. I think education is is quite important, and I'll stop just if I could provide a brief clarification on the bio.
Okay.
My mom grew up in the segregated South. I grew up in Stockton, right down the street here from Oakland. So I've got roots in the South, but I'm a Bay Area kid,
yes,
adopted son of Oakland. So wanted to make that clear.
Very good.
And just give acknowledgement and praise to God for all He's done to bring me here, and to my family, my beautiful fiance. Kamala,
shout out.
Beautiful little ones, Philip and Jaya, that are listening. My mom, Charlene. So I just thought I'd acknowledge those guys and do that just because, one, I appreciate the support, but two, Philip and Jaya as examples of what we're all talking about. They're turning 5 in July, and they'll be headed off into school. And all the things that we're talking about here, whether the curriculum is up to par to get them into college, whether there are going to be jobs waiting for them, whether they're safe going to and from school, as you had mentioned. And the mayor, as I heard being discussed as we came in, doesn't have control of the school district. So what I would do is make sure that we formed a better partnership. And I believe the kind of leader I am and what's led to my success in other areas is being very focused, on a small group of issues. So number one, and at the very top, I'd be partnering with the school district to make sure that we do something about our abysmal graduation rate.
Yes, sir.
We have 56% of our students graduating, and if you look at the African American males that we have, the San Francisco Chronicle about 6 months ago did a special called Even Odds, and where they said that an African American man in this city had even odds of graduating OUSD by the time he was 18 or being shot. I think that is abysmal. Number two, I would focus on technology and innovation. 3, raising funds for the schools and tying them to businesses. So this concept of linked learning, where students can see what they're studying for and see what kind of careers are waiting for them.
Right.
And then 2, partnering at the state and the federal level and doing some creative things here to raise more money so that we have food to provide our young people, that we can provide mental health services, that we can return the arts and physical education to schools. And then number 5, as a career pathway, we can return the trades. Number 4, and Tony Smith, the outgoing superintendent, was a friend of mine. We were both at Cal at the same time. And number 10 on his agenda, but number 4 on mine, would be this African male achievement gap because of the statistic that I was talking about. So those are the 4 things that I would focus on as mayor, and being just an incredibly good partner and making sure that we talked about the importance of education.
Right.
The students were at the center of it. We brought parents back into the dialogue, and we made sure we worked with the administrators and teachers to make sure that this entire conversation is about our students,
Yes.
their safety, their health,